so honored to be graced by the presence of the one and only. We call her an international artist, minister, singer, songwriter, mother, and above all, a daughter of the Most High. And she is Ada.
Yay!
How are you?
I'm excellent.
So this is how, actually, let me tell you one thing. The most interesting thing about television, you can be black and then you are light on TV, but this is you.
Yeah, this is me.
Welcome to Kenya.
Thank you.
Your first time?
No.
Oh, you were in Kenya?
Yes, I was 2015.
I didn't know about that.
I came for DLW Campus Ministry program.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, how do you find Kenya?
Kenya is awesome.
Wow.
And then you missed out wife.
Oh, the wife, yes. And I was actually reading somewhere today, and you said my friend and my husband, Mr. Ahi.
Yeah, Ahi.
Wow. So, Ada, let me ask you, when did you start music?
Professionally, that would be 2009 slash 2010. 2010, yes. 2009 slash 2010.
Wow. And I've also, I read some place where you're a pastor's kid.
Yes.
Was there so much expectation from you, since you're a pastor's kid and
Okay, not pastor's kid like that. My father is an engineer, and then sometime while I was in the university, he went to the seminary. So he doesn't have a church. Okay, so he was just ordained like 10 years ago, 7, 8, thereabouts.
Okay.
So he loves the word. He loves to study, to teach the word. So he enrolled for the Bible school, so he has a better and a clear understanding and understands theology.
Yes.
And then he did some Greek and Hebrew, so so
that's deep.
Yeah, so I never experienced that real pastor's kid thing because he was an engineer. And he still is. So but he went in for ministry.
And are you the only siblings, or you have brothers and sisters?
I'm the only girl, and I have 3 brothers.
How was it growing up?
I was a tomboy.
You must, I think.
I was a tomboy for most of it. So, like, even right now, like when I'm all dressed up, it feels like, what?
Yeah, I know, because even in your video and the attitude, I was like, no, this girl, like,
when my brothers, I put out a new picture, a video, they're like, everybody's like, wow, nice. They're like, look at this one. It's like, like in the family comment, you expected, maybe I'm used to, like, maybe like, well, they'll be like, oh, wow. They're like, oh, but your nose is still big though. Like they try to contour this nose, but man, like I'm the only one with this huge nose in my family. All my brothers have pretty nose.
You should see my
noses. And then my mom is always wondering, how did this happen? You should be the one with, but I'm used to. So my brothers are always like, I'm like, oh, have you seen the new pictures? They're like, okay.
No, but you look amazing in that.
Look at this one. It's really, really cool,
Yeah, let me ask, when you were growing up, who did you want to be? Because also with your height, I know, did you think of either modeling or becoming a model?
No, not like, even if,
Because you have an amazing fashion sense that it's amazing how it is a girl from the gospel, an artist from the gospel point of view, and you really slay fashion.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I like to play dress up, and I like if you're representing Christ, you have to look good because you have good news. Yeah. So everything about you has to be good. Gospel means good news. So no sloppy in the kingdom. So modeling, no. I'll tell you what. My brothers. Even if I ever had an idea, well, I'm not tall enough really, but if I ever had an idea about that, they would have killed this sense. Like, it's like, please, dude, like, seriously? Yeah. So I didn't have that luxury. I was climbing trees and riding bikes, rolling on the floor, doing James Bond, with my wooden gun and plastic gun. And so there was no chance.
Wow, that's actually amazing. So let me ask you something. You've done what in the university?
I studied chemical engineering.
What does it deal with?
chemicals. Well, I actually did chemical and polymer. That is plastic. You know, like how would I say it? Like a mix of plastic or different kinds of rubber or plastic to come up with stronger plastics. You know, and then chemical has to do with chemicals.
Okay.
You know, application of chemicals in building, in engineering. Engineering has to do with using science to create, to generate, to build.
Wow.
To come up with ideas.
Do you practice it now that
No.
you are? Wow.
The last time I saw anything engineering was my final exam.
Wow. Does your dad look at you and like, this girl just wasted he wasted my pockets?
You know, the fact that I studied engineering is like strokes, you know.
Yeah.
Well, 4 kids, 3 out of 4 did engineering.
Yeah.
You know, 1 is practicing. The
Wow.
other 2, my elder brother branched into finance.
Okay.
You know, like from school, he was like, oh, just going to do part, you know, because I think a whole lot of financial institutions like engineers, because we're very good figures, so they come and they get the top.
The top.
Yeah, so he
Happens
was.
that in Nigeria.
Yeah, so
Wow.
he was. So he's been in that industry now. He's doing. He's chartered. He's doing all that. So I'm not sure there's a hope for engineering. But anyway, the fact that I studied engineering, you know, he feels cool. But you know, he always knew I was gonna sing. So I think he kind of prayed like if she would just finish
School. Yes.
Lord, this is my only girl, you know. So
Wow.
when I graduated, I was like, you know,
And you passed also.
Of course, I did
Wow.
good.
I think
good.
it's very inspiring.
I didn't make a
because
first class though, but I came out.
You
real
did
good.
I
did not get a pass.
Wow.
You know, so I had a good undergraduate school.
Wow, that's actually amazing. And I just hope that so many people are getting inspired, because sometimes people think music is just music, but if you are an engineer who does music.
You know the thing about going to school, it gives you a voice.
Okay.
You know, like it's good that you're a musician. It's fantastic. You get to inspire people, impact people. But then, you know, like certain people feel like, oh, perhaps because you couldn't do, you know, like mainstream courses, or you couldn't get into school. So, but when they realize that you studied, you're learned. Very
it
learned.
actually gives you a
so
voice.
it's not like you fell into music because you had no option.
Yes.
It's actually a choice. So when I say I'm called, you understand, because when I was done from school, my grades were good. Of course, not as great as my brothers, but I didn't make first class. But then I had great grades, and I was shortlisted for to work in an oil company.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was gonna earn like $3,000 a month thereabout. So I opted for music. So it's a calling. So it wasn't like I had no option.
Wow.
Because he can sing, you know. Just like, no.
So many people want to know when you started, you know, your musical journey, your first experience, the experience when you are now in studio recording. How was it?
The very first time I was in the studio, well, I had the opportunity to watch a few people make music. So, but still, it was overwhelming. You know, my first producer was Frank Edwards. Yeah, was my first producer. So I've known him for many years. So
Yeah.
I remember the first time in the studio when I told him, because we were friends, and I was like, I want to record. It was like he thought I was joking. You know, like okay, but then
Were you in the choir at that time?
yeah, we went to
okay,
choir, and
okay.
then I always sing a lot of songs I write, so he knew. I could. So he was just like, "Are you for real?" Because then I just dropped my pen. So probably he thought, you know, you're not going to practice. I'm like, no, music and all of that. So it was a bit overwhelming. Yeah, you know, especially like having to stand up to the mic at that point to sing.
Yes, to sing.
It felt like, you know, like things you would do one take or easily by yourself, like off the mic, like you just be in front of the mic and you're like second guessing yourself.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So it was overwhelming, but it was amazing.
Wow. So Ada, let me ask you, it's interesting how you are a wife, mother, you're an artist, you're a minister, singer, songwriter. How are you able to handle all these things?
Holy Ghost.
But honestly,
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Holy Ghost, but then you see determination. And you've got to work. Yeah. We all have 24 hours. you can't sleep 12 hours or 18 hours and expect, even if you're not a mother, you're not a wife, you're just you, single, just you, selfish you, no responsibilities, nobody but you.
Yes.
You can't sleep most of your day and expect to be to cut through on everything you need to do. You must get up. You must work. You must leave the bed. You must leave the comfort zone. Yeah. So the more responsibilities you have, that means the more time you need to pay. The less time you have for trivialities and side talks, and TVs and soaps and social media. Yeah. Like there's so many people on social media making comments into every single post, replying every single tweet, tweeting about their life per second. And then they know all the top TV programs. They know they watch all the soap. They follow what every series, and then they have all the series downloaded. Yeah. As soon as any top production studio release, do that. You can't be a regular person and expect to be extraordinary. You have to be intentionally extraordinary. So that is what the Holy Ghost breathes on.
So let me ask, which song was your turning point?
I think there were 3 phases to that. Okay. The first was The Answer Is Yes. And then I Testify, and then Only You Jesus. They actually came out together.
Okay, yeah.
Then the third, Jesus.
How was it, like the order that started and now? What are the lessons that you have learned that you can share to people who are listening to you?
Oh yeah, the first lesson I have learned is, first of all, to know Jesus, to know him. If what I do, I work for him. If you don't know who you work for, maybe you are a pastor, you're a gospel artist, you need to know him. Then even in your regular life, as a person, you must know him, because he is the master builder. Yeah. He is the Bible talks about the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost is Jesus Unlimited. He's everywhere. He makes the presence of Jesus tangible. So you must know the Holy Spirit. He is the master builder. He made you. He is the builder. He is the chief architect. He made you. Yeah. So it's like you are a Toyota, but then you have nothing to do with the Toyota company. That car is either gonna have that spec can't work. Yes. Because you can't cut off from source. If anything goes wrong with the brain box, you have to go back to Toyota. If anything goes wrong with the body, you have to go back. So whatever it is in life you want to be, and you are cut off from source, you can only go so far. You want to be the best of you. You want to take something from this interview. You must know your maker. He has a plan for you. You can only run on yours for so long. You might even be successful, but then there's no fulfillment. It's always going to feel, there's always going to be that emptiness you're trying to feel. Something must come in until God comes in. Until he comes in, not God, like you now suddenly become pious. Your hands are always clapped in front of you. Yes. No, I'm talking about a personal relationship with God that doesn't have to be loud. When you really have a relationship with God, you don't have to go about throwing it all over the place. When you really get to know, it comes with a certain humility. Knowledge brings humility. It's true. When you meet people that know God, they don't go about throwing their knowledge of God all up and down. They are actually more compassionate. They are more patient. They listen, and they're more helpful. They're willing to help because they've come into a different mindset. So it makes all the difference. There's success with contentment, with joy, with fulfillment, with satisfaction.
Yeah.
That's only God can give.
Your new song, it's called I Overcame.
Yeah.
Please tell me what inspired that song.
You know that statement Jesus made? It is finished. Yeah. You know, that statement, for many years, it's always in my subconscious. You know, like he said it out. History recorded it. There must be a reason. In what he did, even if he did not make that statement, it was already a perfected job.
Yeah.
But then he said it out. There must be a reason. Was he saying it to himself? Was he saying it to me? So if he was saying it to me, there's a reason why he wants me to know that.
Yes.
So in that statement, it is finished. My destiny was perfected.
What do you think of the Kenyan music?
Oh, it's really sweet. I love their voices, and then there's this I love the rhythm.
Oh, okay.
You know, to it.
Okay.
It's amazing. There's a way you guys like your music. There's a way you like it.
Yeah.
It's very obvious.